Hey guys, John 1054. I was sitting on my porch last Sunday looking at the kids playing out front, and I saw a nest of yellow jackets had grown up in my neglected front garden. I need to do a better job gardening, but I also needed to do something about those yellow jackets before Halloween rolls around, or the little kids coming up to our door are going to be in for a nasty Halloween surprise. Here is the nest right here. Hopefully you can see the little fellers coming in and out of there. What they do is they actually build their nest under the ground. There is a thin layer of soil that they've left between them and the surface, so that essentially they've created a trap, because you don't see the nest there until you happen to step in it, and all of a sudden you're knee deep in angry little wasps. Yellow jackets are actually a native of wasp that's native to North America. I had my first encounter with them when I was an 11-year-old kid. I was cutting the lawn in the backyard, and I never saw the nest there, and I stepped in it, and next thing I know, I was on my left knee, and my right leg was already all the way in that hole, and I was stung about a dozen times before I got away from there. And I went inside and I grabbed a can of Raid, and I came out to show them who was boss, and they were boss. So I went in and I told my brother about it, my older brother, and when he was done laughing at me, we worked out a plan that night after dinner. We took a can of gasoline out there and soaked the nest. The wasps are less active at dusk, and he tossed a lit match in there, and we burned them out. Didn't tell Dad about that. So I thought about doing that here, but I live in a nice subdivision. I'd probably freak out the neighbors, and then the fire department would come out, and with my luck, I'd probably trip, and we'd end up with a really nasty featured video of some idiot burning himself to death, and I decided I'm not going to do that. Here's the boiling water. I've added about a quart of oil to it, and the idea is that the boiling water will destroy all the yellow jackets that are at the top of the nest, while the oil will coat the wings of the survivors, and they will not be able to fly out and bring food to sustain the nest, and that will cause the nest to die out. So I'm going to take this out and pour it over the top of the nest, and we'll see what happens.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, come on, what a time for phone. He's kind of busy jumping some boiling oil on a hornet's nest.
Alright, the boiling water method does not seem to have been very effective. The nest is still quite active, and right now they are pretty agitated. I will come back in a couple hours when they've calmed down again and see if some wasp and hornet killer will work. Hey, you, cat. You giving me bad luck? Still active. Dad, blasted cat. Yeah, you. Well, if that hasn't done the job, then nothing will. You sons of...
Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.